All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming through again with another video, and it is about if we're this early on a Sunday, it's about one thing, and that's MMA, specifically the UFC card we have just watched. And joining me for this is my co-host Ola. Say hello to the people, Ola.
Hello, people. What a night. What a night. Incredible card. It's one that you got to be proud of Dana for putting a card like this together. And to put a card like this together with no injuries, everybody showed up, they showed out. Yeah, really stoked about it. And I'm happy to be back here with you, Chig, breaking it down.
Yeah, so I think there's only one place to freaking start, and I need my fucking props. I need my motherfucking props because I called it. The chat room, everyone was like, nah, brother, chill. I don't know what you're smoking still. There ain't gonna be no way that Askren loses it. I just said, I just got this feeling. I got this feeling like logically, you guys are right. Logically.
Yeah,
But Jorge is on some next thing, bro. He looked like he's on some next mission.
bro.
And if there's anyone, it would almost be justified just because of all the people that Askren has talked shit about, Colby aside, because everyone talks shit about Colby. But all the shit,
Kobe talks shit about everyone as well.
yeah. But Askren has gone after Jorge the most for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
So it's almost romantic in a way
Is
that
it
he's
really an
to
unknown
take the oath.
reason? Is it really an unknown reason? Or is it the fact that Jorge and Kobe are best friends?
Yeah, possibly, possibly. But my gosh, even I didn't see it happening like that. Five
And
seconds, brother. Right,
uh,
and if we're being real, it was less than 5 seconds.
it was less than five
My man
seconds.
was out from the.
On,
He was out,
on point
stood
of
up.
contact. On the point of
Yeah,
contact.
yeah.
I've never seen anything like it again. Anybody that, if you're watching now, if you're watching right now, go on my Twitter feed. You see there, Black Scorpion Free. Go on my Twitter feed. It's right there. It's the meanest, the fastest, the craziest jump, knee, fucking flying, fucking kick I've ever seen. Like knocking some. I mean, these are the things you see from Anderson Silva. You see from Edison Barboza. You see from Yao Romero. These guys, they perfected that shit. But I didn't
Mm.
expect it from Masvidal. And he read Ben Askren to the T because he knew he was going to shoot. And if you looked at the whole press conference, he said the entire time, I got no respect for a man that keeps shooting and putting his head in the next man's crotch. So it's so it's almost like he knew exact because if you see what Askren did, the first thing he did was to duck and shoot. And it's almost like he knew what he was gonna do and he's like, I'm having you.
Well, you
And
said, I mean, and we further back that up because both of them on our Twitters, and I did retweet one of the tweets that you had, and I've actually seen the text message now, and I've retweeted it to my page. So at Colossal Chick, if you're
yeah,
watching, both of our links should be now in the description because I now just put it on there. Um, there's actually a text from Jorge, which basically said, "Oh no, it wasn't from Jorge. It was from. Hold on, let me actually quote this fucking accurately and go on my Twitter. But basically, he was gonna start. He was always gonna start the match
yeah,
by doing that flying knee. So
yeah,
yeah, Poirier basically showed a text where he
yeah.
said that
That's
Masvidal is gonna run across the cage and throw a flying knee to start the fight. That
like
was the text that was sent yesterday.
yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
exactly what happened.
it's incredible. It's incredible. And Ben, I mean, to me, he should probably be should have been aware of this. He wasn't. Fair play to Masvidal. I mean, Masvidal coming to London and knocking out Till the way he did. This is a massive momentum. Let's not even talk about Askren. Let's give props to Masvidal for what he done. And we said on the last show how things are looking good for the Mexicans. They're doing the damn thing right now.
But
You know what I
brother,
mean?
you kicked against it. I was the one that kicked
Yeah.
him.
I did, I did for a reason. Like I said, there's a lot of logic that goes with Askren, um, fighting the way he's supposed to fight. And we said if there was somebody that was going to do something so off the cuff, it was gonna be Masvidal. And I remember I said to you, Masvidal reminds me of someone like Donald Cerrone because they do some off the cuff shit. That's
Mm.
this is
Yeah, you
this
did
is
say
the
that.
MO.
Yeah,
You
you did say
can't
that.
you can't read these guys. You know what I mean? There's no way, and that's why it's not surprising to me that he did that to Askren. You can't read them. You might think you're gonna know what they're gonna do, and they do something else. So it's a fantastic win for Masvidal. And fair play to him. Um, it's a fighter that right we know he's done bare knuckle back garden brawls with Kimbo Slice from back in the day, you know what I mean? So Masvidal has been around for a long time. A lot of people sleep on him, I didn't sleep on him. I just went the other way to throw logic in, but I know what he's capable of, and he's been around for a long time, and it's coming after our boy. He's coming after our boy. Our boy
And I
is a
think
wrestler.
for
Usman is
me,
a wrestler, man. He's coming
for
after him.
me, and what's Troops I know put out a tweet out there where he basically was like, "Well, that was quick." To me, there's levels to this thing. You might have been able to start do that in Japan or Singapore and start matches where you bow your head trying to shoot and shit. You can't do that in fucking.
You can't do that in UFC. You can't do that in the
You can't
UFC.
do
We've
that
seen
in
people.
UFC.
We've seen
And for me,
how
I
many
think that
times
was a
have you seen,
fundamental
bro? How
issue.
many times have we seen those type of knockouts in the
But,
UFC?
but
People are
this is the
shooting and
thing.
getting knocked the fuck out.
For me, this is where I have an issue with Askren because, brother, if the Lawler thing didn't teach you to maybe not start a fight like that, why the hell would you do that again against someone as unpredictable as Jorge Masvidal?
Let me see if you notice who the happiest person in the house was.
Dana, for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure, bro. Did you see him? My man was all hugging and joking and
Dana White
laughing.
was so fucking happy.
For sure, man.
He's been trying to find someone to whoop this guy's ass for. he was
For sure.
so he
If you
was so happy.
look
I
at it,
mean,
my man almost got his double wish the last time both him and Tyrone fought.
yeah,
Tyrone lost his belt and Askren got an ass whooping, but barely won. He almost got a double. It was almost
he
double,
almost did, yeah. He
but
almost
he
did, but
needed someone to finish the job,
they
and
they
Jorge
not
stepped
they
up,
they not
finished it.
fucking. I mean, he's gonna give Masvidal what he wants now.
So that was my next question. Do you think he will jump Colby and get that title
To
shot?
the title shot, yes, 100%.
I think so as well.
It has,
I
it
think so
has.
as well.
It's just
I think
knockout two
I think Dana's
hype
gonna
trains.
screw Kobe again.
I
I'm
know.
gonna lie, I find that funny as fuck.
Did you know what Masvidal said in the interview before? He said, "Listen, Kobe is my friend, but when it comes to business, it's business. And if it
You're
means
right.
that I have to jump him in the queue to get to the title shot, I don't care. I'll have to do that. Kobe won't have nothing to say about it. He knows his business. He knows we're friends. But when it's business, it's business. And he even said, if I have to fucking knock out Kobe to get to the title, I will as well. So these are the thing, and these are the things that Masvidal is really about. He's really about that life, and he didn't do too much talking. He backed his talk. He went in there and dealt with it. And fair play to him. Salute to him. He gave us now the new record. I know the official record is 5 seconds, but we both know,
It's
the
about
real
3
record is about
seconds.
2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah,
2 or 3 seconds. 3 seconds max.
yeah,
And the couple of punches that he put on it as well
yeah. A
before
couple
the
of
ref
punches that weren't necessary
that
because
weren't necessary because the man was already out
yeah, the man was out. It's just the ref
soon as
weren't ready. And to be honest, I don't really blame the ref. The
yeah,
ref
but
was
hold
like,
on,
hold
hold
up,
on.
what
You
the
can't.
fuck?
I don't blame him for putting in them couple of punches because, like we said, Lola knocked him out and woke him back up again. So Masvidal, Masvidal just wanted to make sure that he stayed sleeping. You know what I mean? Just make sure. So yeah, I mean, 239 really, really delivered tonight, and Masvidal, I think he's gonna get that $50,000 bonus um, for the. I don't know. I don't know what.
I know.
I mean,
Jada will
I
hide
think
it
I,
or
I,
something.
think- I, think- I think I think
He'll
I think
attach it to something just
he's
to say,
gonna
"Hey,
attach it to something, and he's getting
thank
a
you
fifty
for
thousand
putting
dollar
me out of my
bonus. I
misery."
don't care what category they put it in, but he's getting it.
Where does Askren go from here?
Askren has to go back to the drawing board.
I'd like to see Askren until. I'd still like to see that fight.
That could happen. Leon Edwards is
Leon
there.
Edwards would be another good
You
one, yeah.
know, it's a good
The
viable.
division is stacked, so
Yeah, you know,
it's not over for him, but
Leon
I
Edwards is
think he's
there,
going to have
and
to take a longer
and
route to that
you,
title.
and this is where I think people are really going to stick it to Askren. If you think you're really that bad boy and you think that was a fluke, go run it back with Lola, and
Yeah,
you know, because
because
if
Dana
COVID,
wanted to do that fight in the first place.
yeah, you know, go back and run it back with Lola. If you really think that was go run it back with Lola, and then we'll see about what happens with Masvidal
See,
again.
this
You
is
know
the
what I mean?
problem. Sometimes when you talk too much shit and then you get banned,
Bruh,
people are quick to remind you.
it happens to James Vicks
Yeah,
against
bro. I ain't gonna
Justin
lie.
Gaethje.
I didn't have anything against James Vick before the fight with Gaethje. But then when he
Yeah.
was talking all this crap, like, what the fuck are you doing, brother?
It's
Like,
happened to James
what is all this?
Vicks. It's happened to Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
We saying it. You
chat
run your
shit, get
mouth,
bangs.
you get
Even
me.
even Bisbing, as much as I love Bisbing for his podcast and stuff,
Absolutely.
and obviously congratulations to him, he's a Hall
And
of Famer
because
now.
he did it against Gastelum before he went to China.
Gastelum,
And
brother, he
Gastelum
did
turned
it
his
against
lights out.
GSP.
GSP, yeah.
GSP whooped his ass.
You know, so
Whooped his ass.
it happens. This guy they gotta sell the fight somehow, didn't they? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it happens, man.
So anyway, there's let's not act like there weren't other fights. Let's
Oh
go all
yeah.
the way
That
back.
was
Let's go all the way back. Were you a little bit disappointed with the Chiesa fight?
I wasn't.
Because it played
Because
out like I thought it was gonna, but I saw a lot of
we
people on
both
Twitter.
said Chiesa, didn't we? The only fight we didn't agree on, the only fight we really did agree on was this one we just spoke about, which is the Askren and Masvidal. But
Yeah, yeah,
every other fight we really did call it in the preview,
yeah, yeah,
and it panned out how we said it was going to pan out. I mean,
yeah,
Chiesa is a much bigger guy. He's
yeah.
the better wrestler.
Better wrestler,
The technique is
more
so good.
hungrier.
You know, I mean, the things he was doing to Diego Sanchez there,
Man
it,
handled it. Let's be honest.
it almost reminded me of Shevchenko versus Joanna's fight. The way the domination, the ragdolling, you
Mm.
know, he just imposed his will on him, and
He belongs in that division, don't he? Can't believe
yeah,
he used to be a 55er.
100%. He's
Crazy.
a big guy for 55, and he's so big. I mean, people still say, my friend, shout out to Will. Um, if he's watching, it probably was. We were sat down there drinking syrup, watching this main event earlier on. Um, he said he still believes Kevin Lee beat Chiesa, and I was like, I don't know, that's one fight I would really like to see again. You
Run
know,
it back. They're both
yeah,
welterweights now. Run it back.
exactly. It's definitely a fight. I'd love to see that fight again and see how it pans out. But you know, on tonight's performance, Chiesa, you know, he did his job. He did exactly what we expected him to do. He's a great fighter. He's a high elite level fighter, and to be a Hall of Famer like Diego Sanchez is fantastic, and that's another tick off his list. And hopefully he can move on to bigger things in the division, and we'll see where it pans out. But
Is,
he's a problem for anybody in that division.
I think so.
He really is a
I
problem.
think
It's a
so as
problem
well.
for anybody.
Is Luke Rockhold finished?
Um, I mean,
Is that done now?
no, I tweeted out earlier on that Anthony Smith would definitely want a piece of that pie. He would definitely want a piece of that pie. Because
Yeah, I think the Smith fight would have been more interesting.
Smith went 5 rounds with Jones. He
Yeah,
did.
you did.
Santos is the second guy, although Smith didn't win a single round in the 5 rounds.
Mm.
Santos at least won by split decision.
We'll
So
come to that. We'll come to that. We'll
yeah,
come to
so
that.
we'll come to that. But with talking about Smith, I mean, to go 5 rounds with Jones, you couldn't even last a round with Jan. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
come on.
but this is the thing for
Rocco,
me.
hold on, sorry.
Go on.
Rocco really disappointed me in the fact that I didn't expect him to approach the fight the way he did. He was going in to trade with Jan when he's better suited in other areas, and he didn't use his. He'd be disappointed in himself. He didn't use his full expertise to try and Jan. Let's not make no mistake. Jan is not no gatekeeper for that division. He only got knocked out by Santos by doing some stupid, and we spoke about it the last time. Standing and trading with Santos is a bad idea. Use your skill set. And I thought going on the ground with Rockhold, both of them would be even. Jean will have a chance, Rockhold will have a chance. But standing there with him, we know Rockhold ain't got the chin. Look how your Romero knocked him out the last time. You know?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I agree with you to a certain extent. I feel like Rockhold is his last 4, maybe 5 fights, even 6 fights. I'm trying to think all the way back. For some reason, this motherfucker doesn't like using his wrestling. And
Exactly. Thank you very much.
what baffles me is he is an elite wrestler. Like
He's an elite wrestler. He trains with the baddest wrestlers in the fucking world. To
He's an
train with
amazing
Khabib, all those guys from Dagestan, from with Daniel Cormier, like the people you have on your team.
He's
Like,
like
how could you not use your fucking skill set?
he's
It
like
upsets
the
me.
05 version of Justin Gaethje to me. Like Gaethje's another one who I don't understand why he doesn't use his wrestling more. He just stands there and trades for some stupid reason. And like you say, especially it's one thing if you're trading and you're good at trading. It's like, all right, whatever.
If your
But
chin can't hold
everybody
up,
knows that this motherfucker drops his right hand all the time. He drops his right hand all the time and he's susceptible to that left. Do not do that. Don't start trading with people if you know you have that tendency, which we all know he has. And that was, all right, it didn't necessarily play out like that in this particular match. But it's just, for me, I don't understand his mindset when he goes into these things. And that's why I'm thinking to myself, listen, if this is your natural division, and I still think it is his natural division, don't get me wrong, I still think it is.
okay, hold on. Do you think the last kick from Jean after the bell rung done something to his equilibrium? I'm just making a case. I'm not making excuses. I'm just
Possibly.
making a
Because the
case.
top of the
Did they
head,
recover? Did they? Yeah, exactly. Did they?
top of
Did
the
they
head
really?
blows always a hard
Exactly.
blow.
Did they really recover? Did they
Yeah,
really? You know,
yeah,
it
I know
didn't
what you're
even
saying.
seem. But I don't want to make excuses for
But
Rocco. I'm disappointed.
we still go back to
I'm
the original point. But this is what I was going to come and say to you. So for me, if you're Anthony Smith, why the hell do you even end other than just pure dislike?
Oh
Why?
yeah,
Why
I
do you
think Smith
entertain
is
the
just
Rockhold fight? You
yeah.
just come off a
Smith
win.
is just going off a pure dislike. He's going off a pure dislike. He absolutely despises Rockhold. Rockhold has got a foul mouth. Let's not forget that. He really does. Um, but I mean, for the people he hangs around with, that they're very, they speak well. I mean, I'm talking about the Khabibs and the DCs.
You
They
see,
always they speak well on the mic. They don't go for the foul stuff. They articulate themselves properly. Rockhold has just got a filthy mouth.
well,
You
if you
know,
notice, he's a bit of he's different. Like he doesn't even really train with them so much anymore. It's almost like he distances himself sometimes from them, which doesn't
yeah.
make sense to me.
I mean that you know what, you made a great point there, and that really came to light to me when Ozdemir went to fight DC, and
Mm.
Rockhold helped Ozdemir to prepare for DC, and
Yeah,
DC was saying, because some people will take it personal. like as we're seeing with the Mike Perry and Donald Cerrone
Mm.
fight, where his people was helping Mike Perry prepare against him, even though they knew all his secrets and his training styles and stuff like. Some people would take it, but DC said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm still going to knock him out. Luke Rocco can help him prepare as much as he wants. I still love Luke. He's still my brethren, but I'm still going to deal with Ozdemir. But that shows to me at that point in time that maybe this is the point where Luke is really starting to
But
move away.
you could see that as well by the fact that he doesn't utilize his wrestling
Yeah,
as much as
he's
you
almost
think.
like he's moving away from them on purpose. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
understand
what I'm
it.
trying to say. Yeah, and to the detriment of him. It's not even
Yeah.
like, okay, it's paying off. It's not. It's clearly not paying off. Your last 4 fights, you've been knocked out 3 times in brutal fashion.
And I
In
want
brutal
to say
fashion.
as well, and I
And
want to
even in
say,
the one that he won out of those 4 fights, the
yeah,
David Branch one, he got
yeah,
rocked in that fight
it
as
got
well.
rocked. It got rocked. It definitely did got rocked. And David Branch is no, it's not fucking mug. It's no mug. Look, the thing with Rocco, we now know he ain't got a chin. We know that for a fact, for certain, right? Because his chin has been tested multiple times and he drops every time. But the thing for me now is the guy that really want to knock his block off, Anthony Smith, loves to throw.
I
He's
just
good. He's gonna come for
the
that
risk
shit.
reward factor. For me,
Look,
if you're Anthony Smith, I'd say stay away from that. At least let him get a couple of wins first.
mm,
It don't make no sense. Why would you? Why
uh,
if you're Anthony Smith, you just beat Gustafsson. I think Anthony Smith is currently ranked what 2.
two, yeah.
So
So
I'd start for me. I might look maybe in a couple of fights to try and fight Santos again because I know he lost that fight a while ago. I think while they were middleweights, so he might fancy running that back with Santos maybe in sometime in the future. I might look for anyone else, but I avoid that. I avoid that. Luke needs to get a couple of wins, bro. But that's why for me, I think he's finished. I think he's done. When you've been knocked out like that in 2 weights,
the only thing that I want is, like I said, I don't want to make excuses for him. I just want to bring it up and bring it to the surface. That could it be the last kick after the bell that disorientated him and he didn't really recover in the second round.
possibly,
We
but
don't know. We don't know.
I
But
mean, I just think his limit. I just think
but
there is a limitation, not in his ability, but the guy is a very poor strategist to me. And I think John Jones,
100%, because I
John
don't
Jones
think
will whoop his ass. I don't care what anyone tells me.
I
Yes,
don't think
I
he'd
do think
even
he
I
has
don't
the
think
skill set to cause Jones problems, but he doesn't have the nous to be able to think
he
clearly.
can fight John. He can get in there with John. I don't even think he
No,
lasts 5 rounds with John.
no way.
I don't think he gets out of the first round with John.
No way.
I really
Especially when
don't.
you look at how brave my man was today. We'll come to the main event in a minute. But you just look at that and you just think, I don't even necessarily think he has the bravery or anything about it.
He doesn't even stay in there with Santos. He really doesn't.
Do you know what? I didn't want to say it. I also don't think he'll be
He
Santos.
really he
I
ain't
don't
got a
think he'll be
chin.
Santos
You
either.
can't, bro. If he ain't got a chin, don't go in there with Santos. You're gonna
I think
he's
he
gonna
beat
kill you.
Anthony Smith because I don't particularly rate Anthony Smith, but
No,
I bet
I don't
Anthony
even
Smith
know.
don't have power like that. I know they were hyping him for the Jones fight. He don't have power like that. I don't care what anyone says. I watched that fight. I went
I
that.
mean, it's struggled to make weight, a middleweight. So, and he was carrying a lot of muscle mass today as well. Did you see his neck and shoulders?
Yeah.
Like I thought, wow,
Just
you
stick
know
stick
the
to him.
lactic, the lactic
Probably
acid.
paid
Like
him more anyway.
my brethren Will was saying earlier on, like the lactic acid in his body. He was gassed by the second round.
Yeah,
Gassed. He
yeah.
was gassed. He looked so gassed, and that could be the lactic acid at work. You
I
know.
must admit, I cannot wait for that Michael Bisping Believe You Me podcast.
But
But
I'm
his
looking forward to
comments,
it.
not only on Jorge, but on fucking Luke Rockhold. I
Well,
really badly want to know what he has to say.
it's gonna be a very very
So
good week.
bad.
It's gonna be a very very good week. It's gonna be very good week.
Um,
So,
okay. let's talk about the ladies. Holly
Champ.
Holm. I must admit, I was very disappointed in Holly Holm's performance. She was getting tagged from early. And I thought to myself, you're supposed to be a boxing champion. What's going on here? Like the footwork was just looked wrong. She was getting tagged by kicks. I'm like, what the fuck? You're about to get whooped, aren't you? And literally, just as I thought that, Amanda knocks her out with a head kick of all things.
Head kick of all things. I mean, I thought if Holly was gonna,
wrong.
I thought if
wrong.
this is the thing, and I've been saying this, and I said this in the previous show as well. If Holly was gonna use anything to beat Nunes, it was gonna be the head kick, but Nunes ended up using the head kick on her, and in my opinion, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not surprised at the turnout, the way it turned out, the way she got.
I did pick Nunes.
None of that surprised me one bit, and that's just because of the way Nunes strikes. She's the best female striker for that division that UFC's ever seen. People say she knocks men out in sparring.
Bruv, people are talking about she's the best female fighter ever. I think she's one of the best fighters, full stop, ever. Forget this female shit.
Exactly. She knocks men out in sparring. Like, she knocks them out for joke. So, I always said, and I said it in the last show, again, reverting to that, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it, that if she beats Holly Holmes, to me, she doesn't have to do anything again. Anything. She doesn't have to lift a finger ever again.
Fair play though. She wants to go back to featherweight to defend that belt.
Yeah. She wants to defend it. We know Cyborg turned down the fight for unknown reasons. Unknown reasons. She said it. Then I confirmed it. But then Cyborg came out, saw the video of them two saying she turned out the fight to fight a lower fighter. But she said the money didn't make sense or what she was offered. My brethren Will again was filling me in with this lowdown. So basically, she wasn't happy.
Is Will like your Ariel?
Will is like my best friend. No joke thing.
He's your Ariel Kawani, isn't it?
Yeah, man. To put it like that, well, it's not just that. We bet a lot on things. I lost the first two fights. When I said that I bet with my friend on the fights, that's Will. So yeah. So he's got £20 out of my pocket tonight, man, the bastard.
I should have bet you with the Askren one. I knew I should have bet you. Yeah. I knew it.
He backed Masvidal, I backed Askren, and he backed Jan. I went with Rockhold.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went with Rockhold. Don't laugh, I'm hurting.
Mind you, to be honest, I thought Rockhold would win as well.
I went with Rockhold, and I backed Nunes. He went with Holmes. He backed Jones, and I went with Santos.
Oh, you went with Santos?
Yeah, I went with Santos. I just thought I thought Santos won the fight, but we're going to get to him in a minute.
Let's get to it now. It was a very.
I really thought Santos won the first round.
I thought he took the first,
second round. I thought he took the first, second, and fifth, and Jones won the third and fourth.
Second was a bit closer for me. I thought he took the first and fifth quite clearly. So
you thought he took the fifth? Okay.
I definitely thought he took the fifth.
That solidifies my opinion because Brett and Ariel and Joe thought Santos took the second. So if you think that Santos took the fifth, then he should have won the fucking title.
See, I'm not sure. I don't.
They seem to think he took the second. Yeah, he was the busier fighter of the second. They didn't do a lot in the second.
Jones
but
definitely
what they
took
did,
the fourth.
Exactly.
I definitely say he took the third. He took the middle portion of the fight.
I thought he took the third and the fourth. But I didn't think
the one that's up for the debate is the fifth because I must admit.
Exactly.
Here's the thing: the fifth is a hard one to score because
it was.
I thought that Santos started the 5th really well. And then obviously as the knee started fucking up more and more.
But you still think Santos took the 5th?
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
I do. But for
Exactly.
me, see, but this is where I disagree, because I don't necessarily think he took the second.
Well,
So it's a difficult one. I must admit, for me, I would have been happy if it had gone either way. I thought it was a good, close.
Will was saying it was a draw.
Said.
Will was calling a draw. He was calling a draw, and the draw would have helped Jones retain the title anyways. But Jones obviously
was another one. I was surprised Jones didn't go to his wrestling.
Exactly. I thought he would have done the ground and pound, but he showed a lot of respect to Santos. He felt the power and he respected him. And
you saw how my man couldn't even get out of the ring afterwards, and he won the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show. It goes to, like they said, no one has ever won a round, let alone a split decision against Jones. So Santos is halfway there. He's the real deal. This guy.
To be honest, people weren't giving him enough respect before the fight. I saw loads of people picking Jones to win first round TKO, and I'm like, I don't know, because Jones always struggles against these explosive.
No, Jones is a it downloads data. If this fight was to rerun again, I don't think Santos would get anywhere near Jones.
Me too. But I also think that if you not necessarily rerun the fight, but if you had to do the fight again without the injury, I think Santos would have won.
Yeah, probably. But that's the first fight.
Because those leg kicks, Jones did not even clock
that was coming.
But and he said that was a hole in his game, because he didn't know what to do, because his leg was getting kicked to shit, as we saw, because he had to literally be helped out of the octagon afterwards.
That's what Jones is so. That's where Jones is so dangerous.
And his major weapon is his legs.
Yeah.
And not only his major weapon, but actually how he avoids punches and stuff is his leg movement. So if his legs are getting kicked to shit, you've taken two of the things that he needs, that he depends on. I thought it was a really clever fight, and it's a shame that an injury affected Santos so badly, because
it is a shame.
He was doing really well.
At some point, I think both of the paths will the cross paths again.
I think so.
But it's just unfortunate that Jones is the type of fighter that if you come against him the second time round, you got zero chance. Like you don't have any chance in the world.
Also, my belief is, after watching that fight, I also think that Johnny Walker would do well against Jones.
It
strengthened my
same thing. You just said exactly what Will said.
As that fight was playing out, I just thought to myself, well, Johnny Walker does all of this better than Santos. So
Will did say, I don't know if you remember my guy that I was going to bring on the show at one point, but we couldn't get it together because of work commitments and stuff. Because he's a real boxing head like you are. You know what I mean? I don't know what you guys have forgotten about boxing. I'm only just learning. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a boxing head like you, and hopefully at some point I would like to get him on.
Of course,
with you and
we need guests on. We need to bring
and do some boxing stuff, man. So
yeah, man,
it's really something he'd like to do. But going back to Jones, I don't think it's Santos is going to have the chance to beat him again. He's just such a second time round fighter. He knows what he needs to do. He knows what he needs to avoid. It deals with the finer details, and I mean, great win. A lot of people were booing in the and I'm not really happy with it, because we've had so many knockouts leading to that main event.
Yeah,
but that main event there was one for the purists.
Yeah,
so that's
and you can see that Joe was pretty annoyed that people were It's like,
Like,
what are you doing?
why are you booing? You know what I mean? Santos is he's as dangerous as they
But
come.
it wasn't like it was completely inactive. You could see
No,
what
they were both active. You just had to watch the fight and see
yeah.
what was going on. And both of them were playing chess matches in the octagon, you know. And both of them couldn't walk. They both got supported out of the octagon. Like, why would you boo something like that? I don't understand it. You know what these guys have to go through to put on a fight, to put on a show, to try and impress the crowd, impress the company, um, and try to win for themselves and their team and their coaching staff. It's incredible. It's an incredible amount of pressure. And you know, people just go down there, they buy their tickets, they get drunk down there. I'm not saying they're not purists, but to boo efforts like that, to me, it drives me up the wall. It really, really does. It's just one thing that I wanted to moan about and get out of the way. And I bit the bullet and paid the fucking £20.
You're better than me, brother. I found a legal stream.
Well,
It was a banging
went
legal
house on
stream
me.
as well. I ain't gonna lie, it was a banging one. But to be fair to you, if you're gonna pay 20 quid for any sort of pay per
It
view,
was for a card like this.
that was a
This
that was a good
card
one to do.
delivered. This card absolutely did. I don't know if I'm going to do it on the next card, but for this card,
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm happy with my £20 that I paid. Fantastic. I mean, Bisping and Shelsonen, they're still doing reviews with Masvidal, with Amanda Nunes. They're going to do one with Jones right now. Still on the box office. They're doing interviews with them. Yeah, side interviews.
Yeah, I see. I don't like to watch. I like to watch their unfiltered shit. So I know
Yeah.
he does his own YouTube channel. I know Michael.
Oh yeah,
Bisping.
press conference is going to be about
I'll
tomorrow
listen to
morning.
that
So
first. Then I'll
yeah,
go back to the professional polished one.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, man, it's been an incredible card. It was a fantastic undercard. The prelims, all of it was brilliant. So yeah, I'm happy with it, man. Absolutely happy with it.
All right. Okay.
Great
Well,
night.
guys, that's pretty much it from us. It's always a real quick review from us when we've just watched the show. But let us know what you think in the
This card
comments.
was so stacked, so bear with us. Bear with us. This
Yeah,
card
yeah.
was absolutely stacked.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the review. No doubt, me and Ola will be back. We might talk briefly about the next. Is it 240?
Yeah, and that's on the
Say briefly.
27th.
It's not a lot really going on.
Holloway Edgar, that's a legacy fight.
That's a good fight. Yeah.
Cyborg's coming to fight this other chick. She's unbeaten as well, so we'll see how
She's
that
unbeaten,
pans
and
out.
she's supposed to be a submission specialist as well.
Yeah, so we'll see how that
Who
pans
knows?
out.
But yeah, let us know, guys, what you think. Leave it in the comments below. We'll be back, mate, in a couple of weeks, probably to talk about that card. No doubt some other boxing things that may have happened by then as well.
Yeah.
So definitely do check us out then. And I'll be back a couple of times today with a chopping block and an eagle eye. So do keep an eye out on those. And I'll be dropping that later on today as well. All right. I'm out of here, people.
Salute. UFC 239.
Yeah.
God damn. What a card, man.
Oh, gosh. Take care, people. Peace.